This is Paul Newman, and if you are seeing this screen, I am hoping to assure you here that the live stream. Hello everybody, and welcome back to another video. This video I think will be on my own personal YouTube channel. Thank you very much for taking the time to join me today for this video. I hope you are all doing well, and as always, I hope it is much appreciated as well that you join us, and I hope that you are all doing well. The following video we have today, it's another stallion in focus. I mean, I keep trying to get through these quicker than what I am doing, but it just doesn't seem to happen. You know, there is always so much for me to do. So as a consequence, it's always stallion in focus that always gets pushed back to the back of the queue. Well, today I'm going to try and bring it a little bit forward in the queue by doing another stallion in focus. Before we start taking a look at the horse, a quick premise of the project. It's basically taking a look at my old site, Reprieve Media, CIC Racing, repcic2020.great/site.net. The site is virtually full now. What we're doing on the site is we're going through the site and taking a look through the horses in focus section and seeing which ones of the horses made stallions in the future. And we're going through them as and when, and we're just going through all the articles. The last article on the site was written in November 2020 and contains horses like Finance Tycoon. What a horse he was. I did really enjoy watching a few of these go round as well. Old Domestic Spending there, he went a bad horse. Celebrity Queen, I think, is a dam of one of the horses I'm following these days, I think. Castra Vetera, I remember that one. But yes, very interesting horses. Fernie Hollow, the ill-fated Fernie Hollow, and Metier. This was before he won the Tolworth. This horse was given. Colreevy again, debut chase win, and that was before it destroyed National Hunt Chasing the following summer. Next Destination, sadly injured and never seen much of in the future. But they're the sort of articles that people can be expected to look at. It's just I'm going through all the articles and then just sticking them on a little. And any ones that go to stud at the moment are getting their own stallion in focus video. The reason I started this was because I noticed that a lot of mares that I followed were actually breeding top class horses. So it was obviously that the stallions were doing the same as well. So like I said, we've still got nearly a year to get through, because this is telling me that Reprieve Media CIC Racing is up to date to October 2019. So we've got nearly 11 months to go yet of articles to go through. Plenty more stallions to take a look at. So without further ado, let's take a look at this stallion here. Brutal is the name of the stallion. Available for a 2025 stud fee of 16,500 Australian dollars at Newgate Studs in Australia, Newgate Farms, or whatever it's called. People take a look at the form of the horse. The horse raced 10 times in his career, managing to win 5 starts, finishing second once and third another 2 times. Brutal was sired by O'Reilly out of a dam called Alberton Princess, who herself was sired by Golan. The horse was trained by Michael Wayne and John Hawkes in his career and managed to win 2,632,150 Australian dollars in his 10 starts to date. We'll take a look at his stud record in a moment. Let's take another look at his form. I know some people like to see these things on the Racing Post. There is Brutal's Racing Post page, bred by Mrs. R. Kerr Taylor and Mrs. A.K. Story, owned by the R&C Lee Racing Politano Thoroughbreds et al. And you'll see that Brutal's best Racing Post rating was gained when he ran to a mark of 117, by quite a fair way as well, by beating everything he ran to by nearly 10. And that was when he won the 2019 Group 2 Premier Stakes at Randwick. The horse was a Group 1 winner. Before that, in April 2019, the horse had managed to win the Doncaster Mile at Randwick when he beat Dreamforce by a neck when ridden by Glenn Boss. He was also second behind Winks in the 2019 George Ryder Stakes and 6th behind Trapeze Artist in the 2019 Canterbury League Club Stakes as well, a Group 1 race. The horse also managed to win 2 listed races, although there is only 1 listed race notched here. That was the race at Flemington in September, the Antler Luggage Plate listed race, where he beat Leonardo da Vinci by a short head. He also won another listed race, a race we're going to take a look at later on in the video at Randwick. So yeah, best racing post rating of 117 for the horse Brutal. Racing Post have got 9 of his 10 runs. The only run that they have missed is the listed race that he won at Rose Hill, which we will be taking a look at some point. Before we do that though, let's take a look at the stallion record of Brutal. He's been stallion horses for quite a few years now. We'll take a look at his stud record, then we will take a look at the pedigree of the horse in the usual fashion, try and find any good horses that he happens to be related to. And then we will wrap the video up by watching the horse win 3 times. We'll watch it win the listed race at Rose Hill. I'm going to open that tab again because I do think I will need to know what the names of the races are that we're going to watch him win. We're going to watch the horse win the listed race at Randwick, like I said, which was called the Mackenzie Stakes. We'll watch him win that in August 2018. And then we'll watch the horse win the Group 1 race he won, the Doncaster Mile in 2019. And then we'll watch the horse put in his career best performance in October 2019 when he won the Group 2 Prestige Stakes as well. We'll watch all those races at the end of the video. But before we start that, let's take a look at the horse's stallion record as it stands at the moment. People see that Brutal has signed 3 crops of racing age at the moment. And with usual stuff in Australian racing, it's just an absolute nightmare to try and get them to actually race their horses. Brutal in 3 crops has bred 277 foals of racing age, and currently only 120 of them have seen the track. Out of those 120, 56 horses have won 95 races so far in his career. The horse has signed 3 stakes winners who had won between them 1 graded race. And in total, the horse has signed 4 stakes winners who have won 2 graded races as well. So the horse really is in the infancy, his 3rd crop. But look, even though you look at his second crop of 3-year-olds, only 33 have hit the track out of 90. Less than a third of Australian horses are bred. Bred do actually race. And in 2001-22, his oldest crop of 113, 85 of them so far have managed to hit the track at some point. You'll see that at 2-year-olds, the only graded winner has come at 2-year-old at the moment. And the colts leading the way over the fillies, courtesy of their only graded win. Although they are 48 wins to the colts and 47 to the fillies. Looking by distances, where you'll see there that between 7 furlongs and a mile were when the 2 graded winners come. Just short of a classic trip. I suppose they might stay a mile if you push these horses. Brutal. But it's hard to say, really, until they race as older horses over a variety of distances. The Stallion has mainly gone round in Australia. 112 have gone round in Australia. And 5 have gone round in Hong Kong. 2 in New Zealand. And 1 has gone round in the Philippines as well. So, a pretty decent start to his stallion career. People just need to see more horses run, don't they, really? I mean, we're halfway through, really, this year's 2-year-old campaign. Only 2 horses sired by Brutal out of 74 of this year's 2-year-old crop have actually hit the track. You know, so it is what it is. Australian racing despises 2-year-old racing. It's fair to say. But the horse, the best progeny of the horse, in case people was wondering, was Nepotism, who managed to win both the graded races, won the Grade 1 Champagne Stakes and the Group 3 Bailey Handicap, also finishing 3rd in the Group 2 Todman. And he's also had a couple of listed winners there. Harlan Queen, the winner of the Hawkesbury Ladies' Day Cup. 2nd in the flight, though, Group 1 race. 4th in another 2 Group 1s. And Jenny's Meadow, winner of the VRC Taj Rossi Stakes final listed race. And 2nd in the Roses and 3rd in the Ethereal at Group races. 2 more placed at Pat Level, Bird Whistle and Beautiful Lass have also managed to secure pattern race form at the moment, but the rest sadly falling short at the moment. But like I said, only 120 horses out of the 277 foaled by Brutal have currently hit the track. Right, let's take a look at the pedigree of the horse now then, Brutal. Before we start taking a look at the pedigree, I will tell you, courtesy of the Pedigree Online Thoroughbred Database, that Brutal is dam line 13A, as we know now, dam line 13A, and as we'll see there, the horse has won 4 list pattern races, as we know, the Exford Plate, the Mitchell Mackenzie Stakes, the Premier Stakes and the Doncaster Handicap, second in another Group 1, third in another 2 Group 3s, the Clissold Stakes and the Sydney Stakes as well, both at Randwick. Full brother to stakes winner Talaria. He was sold at the 2017 yearling sale for $220,000 and was exported to Australia. The horse retired to stud in April 2020. Let's take a look at that stakes winner, the full brother to this stakes winning horse, before we get to take a look at the dam, Talaria. A mare born in 2014, another one sired by O'Reilly out of Alberton Princess. Talaria, according to this, only raced twice in her career, managed to win once and earn 31,250 New Zealand dollars. Up to this point, don't know if she raced more than twice. Talaria managed to win the 2016 Murdoch Newell Stakes, which is a listed race in New Zealand for 2-year-olds at Pukeko. So this horse was a 2-year-old winner at a pattern race, 2-year-old winner, albeit over the sprint distances. Take a look at the dam of the horse now. Alberton Princess, a mare born in 2005, sired by Golan out of Strauss Bridge, a New Zealand bred dam. Alberton Princess managed to race 22 times in her career, 2 wins, 4 seconds and 6 thirds. In her career, she was in the first 3 in 12 of 22 starts, and she managed to earn 86,170 New Zealand dollars in her career. Alberton Princess was third in the Group 3 Taranaki 2-year-old Classic Stakes at New Plymouth in 2008 at Taranaki, and was a winner over 1,400 metres later on in her career. But black type producer, without any shadow of a doubt, and we know that now through the 2 horses that we have looked at. She did manage to get her head in front on 2 occasions. We're now going to take a look at horses that are related to the first dam. We've got to start at this one, I think. Tiako Rose, a mare born in 2006, sired by Thorne Park out of a dam called Strauss Bridge. So this is a half sister to our first dam. Tiako Rose raced 14 times in her career, 3 wins, 3 seconds and 2 thirds. 8 out of 14 starts in the first 3, and she managed to earn 120,635 New Zealand dollars in her career. Tiako Rose managed to win another Group 2 race over the Matamata Breeder Sire Stakes, the Group 2 race for 2-year-olds over 12 furlongs at Matamata. And the horse was also second in the Group 3 Taranaki 2-year-old Classic, same race the dam was placed in, and was also placed in 2 other listed races, and second, the Wanganui Filly Stakes and the Canterbury Bell Stakes, and was also third in the 2010 Gore Guineas at Gore in New Zealand. So placed in 3 listed races and a Group 3, managing to win the Group 2 Matamata Breeder Stakes. Tiako Rose. She has also bred a couple of horses. We're going to look at this one, Wassergeist. Wassergeist, a gelding, born in 2014, sired by Fastnet Rock out of Tiako Rose herself. Wassergeist raced 21 times in his career, 4 wins, 1 second and 2 thirds. 7 out of 21 starts in the first 3 for earnings of 53,640 Australian dollars and 81,025 Singapore dollars. This one actually raced in Australia and Singapore. Wassergeist horse was third in the 2007 Gothic Stakes, a listed race at Caulfield in Australia, before heading to race in Australia and Singapore. So this one as well sneaks another bit of black type place, courtesy of a listed place. That horse is also out of Tiako Rose, as is this one, Shapita, a mare born in 2015, sired by Fox Wedge out of Tiako Rose. Chapita raced 12 times in her career, 3 wins and 3 seconds. 6 out of 12 starts in the first 2. And she managed to earn 91,790 Australian dollars in her career. Chapita was second in the listed Placid Arc Stakes at Ascot, which is a race for 3-year-olds in Western Australia. So again, sneaking a little bit of black type, Chapita, but brutal so far, by far and away the best of the horses that we've seen. That one was another listed placed horse out of Tiacal Rose. And Chapita herself actually bred this horse, Thunder Lips, a colt born in 2020, sired by Zoostar out of Chapita. Thunder Lips raced 19 times in his career, 6 wins, 2 seconds and 2 thirds. 10 of 19 starts in the first 3 for earnings of 491,300 Australian dollars in his career. Thunder Lips did well. He was third in the listed Canberra Guineas in Canberra in Australia, another one that didn't really race where they have the decent races in the ACT, but the horse trained by Bjorn Baker was listed, placed in the Canberra Guineas of 2023. But the horse did quite well, earning 491,000 in his career. The next one we need to take a look at is Provence. Provence was a filly born in 2019, sired by Savabeel, out of a horse called Sombroil. People see that Tiaco Rose is actually the second dam of this horse, and Strauss-Bridge the third dam. Provence raced 19 times in her career, 7 wins and 2 seconds. 9 out of 19 starts in the first 2 for earnings of 1,090,240 New Zealand dollars in her career. Good horse, Provence. She managed to win 3 Group 1 races in New Zealand. I think she's still going now. Obviously is. In the 2025 this year, she won the Mufasa Classic at Trentham, and she has also won the Group 1 Thorndon Mile, a Group 1 race at Trentham, and also a Group 1 race for fillies and mares at Ellerslie in 2025, the New Zealand Thoroughbred Breeder Stakes held at Ellerslie as well. Horse was also second in the Group 2 Auckland Thoroughbred Breeder Stakes, and also second in the Flying Handicap at Trentham in 2024. But it was in 2025 that the horse really did come through good, with 3 Group 1 winners out in New Zealand. One still going round to this day. If people were, that's just giving me a little idea. Shall we, I'm just going to pause this video and see if Dr. Shigeru Hotta will give Shigeru Hotta's book a plug in this video, if there was other horses that we can find on this line that Dr. Hotta might have found that I might have missed. So I will be back shortly. Hello everybody and welcome back. Yeah, more of Shigeru Hotta's book later on in this video. I think it's fair to say. Triple Group 1 winner there in 2025, Provence. Another one we need to take a look at is also out of the same dam, Sombroil, born in 2011, and that is Damask Rose, a filly, born in 2021, sired by Savabeel out of Sombroil. Damask Rose has raced 7 times in her career, 4 wins, a second and a third. 6 out of 7 starts in the first 3, and she has managed to earn 2,228,335 New Zealand dollars up to this point. This horse has won that big race that they held in New Zealand, the New Zealand Breeder Stock Kiwi, a listed race held at Ellerslie, and the horse has also won the Karaka Millions 3-year-old race, a listed race at Ellerslie as well. So 2 listed races, but they're worth a lot of money in New Zealand at Ellerslie. The horse was also second in the 2024 Karaka Millions 2-year-old race, Group 3 race, a listed race, at Ellerslie, and was also third in the 2024 Group 3 Gold Trail Stakes, a race held at Hastings. So yeah, another one, another horse still going round to a decent level at this point, winner of the New Zealand Kiwi. It's like the New Zealand Everest, that race, worth a lot of money out in New Zealand, and also the Karaka Millions race as well. She has won the 3-year-old race there as well. So despite only winning 2 listed races, Group 3 placed, the horse has won 2,228,335 New Zealand dollars. Next one we need to take a look at is out of Strauss-Bridge herself. So this one is actually a half relative. it's fair to say, to Aldam out of Golan. This horse is a half-sister to that. Dancing Bridges raced 9 times in her career, 1 win, 1 second and 1 third. She currently managed a 3 out of 9 in the first 3, and she earned 34,750 Australian dollars in her career. She managed to finish second in the listed Reginald Allen Stakes at Warwick, and she also finished third in the listed T.L. Baillieu Handicap of 2004 and 2005. 2 listed race performances there at Warwick Farm in Australia. And she is also a black type producer as well. Dancing Bridges. Testa Rhythm, a horse born in 2007, sired by Testa Rossa out of Dancing Bridges. Testa Rhythm raced 27 times in his career, 5 wins, 2 seconds and 4 thirds. 11 out of 27 starts in the first 3. For career earnings of 292,250 Australian dollars. Excuse me, in his career, including a win in the listed Takeover Target Stakes of 2013, a race held at Gosford in them days, and the horse was also placed third in the Group 3 Run to the Rose of 2010 at Rose Hill. But the horse was a listed winning sprinter, and that was also out of the horse you saw there, Dancing Bridges. Next one we need to take a look at is Cavalry Rose, who is out of Alberton Rose as well. So this is another half-sister to Aldam. Cavalry Rose, a mare born in 2009, sired by Charge Forward out of Alberton Rose. Cavalry Rose raced 10 times in her career, 3 wins and 1 second. 4 out of 10 starts in the first 2. For career earnings of 397,750 Australian dollars in her career. Cavalry Rose managed to win at the Group 3 2012 Thoroughbred Club Stakes at Caulfield, and she was also placed in the Group 2 Magic Night Stakes over 1,200 metres in the same year at Rose Hill. Group 2 placed, Group 3 winner, Cavalry Rose, the horse bred by Mr. G. Briscoe in New South Wales. That's also out of Alberton Rose. That really should have been a bit further back. But now it's time to take a look at Strauss Bridge. Strauss Bridge is the second dam of Brutal, a mare born in 1993, sired by Strauss Brook, out of a dam called Alberton Lass. Strauss Bridge raced 5 times in her career, managing to win twice, for earnings of 22,100 New Zealand dollars in her career. Never failed to trouble the judge, apart from those 2 wins. And one of them was gained in the RC Challenge Stakes over 1,000 metres in 1995, age 2. Not entirely sure. That is a pattern race. Let's have a look. No, it was at 2. County Challenge Stakes, a listed winner as well. So, yeah, we have a listed winner, listed winning second dam for our horse as well, Strauss Bridge. Other horses that I found related out of Alberton Lass, it was the dam of Strauss Bridge. I found quite a few, actually. Sir Alberton, a gelding born in 1987, sired by Red Tempo out of Alberton Lass. So this is a half-sister to our horse. Sir Alberton raced 48 times in his career, 7 wins, 11 seconds and 8 thirds. So that is 25 wins, 11, 7, 18, 26 out of 48 starts in the first 3. And the horse managed to earn 232,736 New Zealand dollars in his career. You see, Sir Alberton won 2 listed races. The horse won the listed Fay Rich White Guineas Trial of 1990. And the horse also won the Tamuranui Gold Cup, a listed race over 2,100 metres in the year 1991. 2 listed wins for the gelding there, Sir Alberton. Next one we need to take a look at is Alberton Star, a mare born in 1997, sired by Stylish Century out of Alberton Lass, another one out of the same dam as the second dam of our horse. Alberton Star raced 12 times in her career, managing to win 4 times. Unfortunately, we've got no idea how much she managed to win on track, according to this, but we can see that she won 2 New Zealand Group 2 races in the year 2000. She won the Ford 2-year-old Classic of 2000, and she also won the Eclipse Stakes over 1,200 metres at Ellerslie. Oh, sorry, she won a Group 2 and a Group 3 race, in her career. Alberton Star, another good, solid horse, winning 2 pattern races. The next one we need to take a look at is Alberton Star was the dam of this horse, Lady Alberton. A mare born in 2005, sired by Golan. This is our horse, isn't it? This is another one off by Golan, out of Alberton Star. So that's the first dam, wasn't it? That is Alberton Princess, out of Golan. So this one out of Golan as well. Lady Alberton raced 28 times in her career, 2 wins, 4 seconds and 4 thirds, 10 of 28 starts in the first 3, and she managed to earn $105,575 New Zealand dollars in her career. Lady Alberton was another one that won the Group 3 Eclipse Stakes of 2007. She was second in the listed Fairview Stakes as well, third in the Group 2 8-Carat Classic held at Ellerslie, and also third in the listed Murdoch Mule Stakes, a listed race at Ellerslie in 2007. But yeah, a Group 3 winner, another winner of the listed of the Group 3 Eclipse Stakes that we found on this dam line. The next one is also out of Alberton Star. Alberton Park is the name of this horse, a mare born in 2006, sired by Thorne Park again, out of Alberton Star. So Thorne Park we've seen as well used a couple of times as well. Alberton Park raced 38 times in her career, 7 wins, 13 places and 4 thirds. 24 out of 38 starts in the first 3, and the horse managed to earn $399,700 Australian dollars in her career. Alberton Park managed to win the listed Breakfast June Stakes at Rosehill, a listed race, and she was placed in 4 other listed races: the Bright Shadow Quality at Doomben, the Triscay Stakes at Rosehill, the Winona Girl Quality at Ramwick, and the Nivison race is also at Ramwick. Listed winner placed in 4 other Group 1 races: the horse bred by E.V. Kerr Taylor and Mrs. A.K. Story. The next horse we need to take a look at is Windspell. People see that the dam of Strauss Bridge, Alberton Lass, is the 3rd dam of this horse, with Alberton Star being the 2nd dam of the horse. Windspell, a horse born in 2013, sired by Ifraj, out of Western Star. Windspell raced 40 times in his career, 4 wins, 10 seconds and 7 thirds, 21 out of 40 starts in the first 3. The horse earning $522,650 New Zealand dollars, as well as $164,590 Australian dollars in a long career, featuring plenty of black type. The horse actually was a Group 1 winner, winning the Group 1 Captain Cook Stakes of 2019 at Trentham, and the horse also won the Group 2 Waikato Guineas of 2017 held at Te Rapa. The horse placed 2nd in 4 Group 1 races. The Diamond Stakes make that 5. The horse was placed in 2 Thorndon Miles at Trentham. The horse also placed in the Hanoi Found Classic at Otaki and the Tarzino Trophy at Hastings, as well as the Group 3 race at Trentham, the anniversary, and the listed Paris Lane Handicap. The horse also 3rd in another 2 Group 1 races: the Windsor Park Plate of 2018, the Cantala Stakes of 2017 at Flemington, and the 2016 Group 2 at Te Rapa, the Sarton Memorial. The horse is at stud, at Grange William Stud in New Zealand, according to this. So again, let me just see if that horse is still alive, and we might be able to take a look at the stallion record of the horse. I'll be back with you shortly. Hello everybody, and welcome back. Yes, Windspell does have his own stallion page at Arian Pedigree. The horse available for a fee of 6,600 Australian dollars, standing at stud at the moment. The horse is now in Australia, Wyndham Park. In Australia, Wyndham Park stud, which is in Victoria. Interesting stallion, it's fair to say. The horse has only ever sired 2 crops, very small numbers, 33 in 2021-22 and 26 in 2022-23, 59 foals, 17 of them have ran, and only 6 of them have won, and between them they have won 6 races in their careers. No stakes winners and no graded winners at all. You'll see that 3-year-olds have had 5 of the 6 winners, and they've gone round mainly 15 in New Zealand, 2 in Australia, and 1 by in Hong Kong. You'll see there that the progeny, there's not really much there at all that people can see. You had 1 that was 4th in the Group 3. Windsong is the best, but no black type placed horses out of Winspell at all in what is a very small size crops, it's fair to say, and there's nothing for nearly 2 years as well. So it'll be interesting to see if this stallion can get back on the road, Winspell, and get back to siren horses. Next one we need to take a look at is Itching to Go. Another one, a gelding, born in 2023, sired by Sun City, out of Itching to Win. People will see, again, that Alberton Lass, the dam of Straussbridge, is also the 3rd dam of this horse. Itching to Go is the most recent winner. There's nothing there at all on this site. And that's because the horse actually did make its pattern race debut breakthrough this week just gone. You'll see there the horse is also nominated for the 3 million Magic Millions 2-year-old classic as well. You'll see that recently the horse has won the Feel and Ready Stakes, which is a listed race held at Doomben, I think. Yeah, Doomben, race 6, you'll see there, managing to win on the 6th of December 2025. So only 3 days ago, this horse, Itching to Go, was a listed race winner. The horse has actually won 2 out of 3 starts currently and has earned $139,400 Australian dollars. The 2-year-old gelding, trained by Tony Gollan. So that is one that this site has missed so far, Itching to Go. But luckily, other sites are there to bail us out. Magic Briar, another horse we need to look at. A mare born in 2007, sired by Thorne Park, yet again on this line, out of Alberton Magic. People will see that Alberton Lass is again the 2nd dam of this horse. Magic Briar raced 18 times in her career, 5 wins, 1 second and 2 thirds. 8 out of 18 starts in the first 3 for earnings of 82,336 New Zealand dollars in her career. Magic Briar managed to win the listed Mr. Tiz Trophy at Ellerslie in 2011. So another listed horse bred by Windsor Park Stud. Now time, I think, to take a look at the 3rd dam of our horse, Brutal. Yes, it is. Alberton Lass, a mare born in 1981, sired by Adios, out of Magic River, who is a New Zealand bred mare. Alberton Lass raced 9 times in her career, 1 second and 1 third. 2 out of 9 in the first 3, never getting her head in front, and placed 2 times. As we know, she is a multiple black type producer, but there is no black type form around herself that I can find. Let's take a look now at the 4th dam of the horse, Magic River, a mare born in 1976, sired by Riverton, a French-bred stallion out of Marshare, a New Zealand-bred mare. Not telling us much about this horse, not telling us it ran, not telling us it raced. It's back to looking at South African form, isn't it? Nothing being given away by the people whose job it is to protect the history of horse racing. I had a little look as best I could find and couldn't really find anything, it's fair to say. We take a look at the 5th dam of the horse, Marshare, a mare born in 1968, sired by Copenhagen, another British-bred stallion out of Emmonsbridge. Marshare again, we don't know how many times it raced, we don't know how many times it was placed or it was 3rd, but we do know that the horse Marshare managed to win 5 races, and it was a Group 2 winner. The horse won the Wakefield Stakes, a Group 2 race in her career in New Zealand, and she was the 2nd top filly of the 1970-71 2-year-old free handicap. So yeah, another Group 2 winner, bred by L.A. Alexander in the early 1970s, the 5th dam of our horse. And we've got the odd. There is the odd black type performing dam, isn't there, on this horse? What have we got? We've got Alberton Lass, which was 3rd in a Group 3. Straussbridge won a listed sprint. third and the fourth dam quiet, and the fifth dam was a Group 2 winner. So on the track, it's fair to say that the dams have done quite well. One horse I did find that we're going to have to take a look at is courtesy of Dr. Shigeru Hotta. And Dr. Shigeru Hotta's website, hotpedigree.com/lineage. His privately published book, Lineage of Thoroughbred. The website is available in English and Japanese. Contents of the third edition has finished. The fourth edition will be issued around January 2026. The Japanese version was issued on October, so the final translation is in progress for the English book around January 2026, but Japanese versions are also available. The book contains a scientific review for thoroughbred pedigrees as follows: 46 in Japanese, 47 in English. Chapter 1, Importance of Dam Lineage. Chapter 2, Risk of Inbreeding. Chapter 3, Need for Scientific Education. And Chapter 4, The Potential of the Unknown Gene. A gene so unknown that I actually know nothing about it in horse racing. But what there also is on this website and in Dr. Hotter's book, hotpedigree.com/lineage, is a list of every single Group 1 winner that has ran worldwide since January the 1st, 2022, at the end of the third series of Dr. Hotter's book. And you'll see it goes all the way up to the current date. All these Group 1 winners, what a magnificent resource. And the dam line of all these Group 1 winners is shown on every single one, more than once, some of them if they win more than once. And you'll see there that the winner of the Mufasa Classic on December the 6th, 2025 was no more than our horse, Provence. So that means that Provence gets her own page on Dr. Shigeru Hotter's website, hotpedigree.com. And you'll see there that we're at this section, we're around here. There's Magic River, there's Brutal, and there's Provence, this horse here, and there's Windspell, the other one that we found back in 2013. One we did miss though, Dr. Hotter never ceases to amaze me. He always manages to find one horse, or maybe more, that I missed. And this one was on the fifth dam, Marcher, and the horse in question is Alco Pop. Alco Pop, a gelding born in 2004, sired by Jeune, out of Iota of Luck. And people see that the fifth dam of our horse is also the fifth dam of Alco Pop. Alco Pop raced 34 times in his career, 10 wins, 5 seconds and a third. 16 of 34 starts in the first three. The career horse has earnings of $1,687,905 Australian dollars. And the horse also won $2,530,000 Hong Kong dollars, racing in Australia and Hong Kong. This horse, you'll see it once in races. It won its first in the 2012 McKinnon Stakes, Group 1. It was also first in the 2009 Herbert Power Stakes, Group 2. Also winner of the JRA Cup, a listed race. Also winner of the Balaclava Cup, a listed race. The Scott Allen Park Memorial Racing handicap, or a couple of handicaps as well. Horse was second in the Group 1 Caulfield Stakes of 2012. The horse was also second in the Caulfield Cup of 2012. And the horse was third in the Danto Chan Chin Nam Stakes. I don't know if that's a Hong Kong race. Sounds like it might be. In 2011, Group 3. And the horse was also third in the Hong Kong Cup of 2012 as well. Raced in Australia and Hong Kong. Group 1, Group 2, and dual listed winner. Placed in other Group 1 races as well, in both Australia and Hong Kong. Good horse, Alco Pop. And I would never have found out that horse existed if it wasn't for Dr. Shigeru Hotter's book and website, hotpedigree.com/lineage. You'll see there, Dr. Hotter can be contacted via email to discuss how to buy his book via payment of PayPal. Email Dr. Hotter there and start chatting to the man. He is a very nice man, and he is also contactable on Twitter, where that's at Hotter_Shigeru as well. So yeah, very good resource. Hopefully one day I might even be able to interview Dr. Shigeru Hotter as well. That would be absolutely fantastic. So right, without further ado, let's get back On to the list. It's now really time we can take a look at this pedigree on the historical database now, really. Dam line 13A, we've already looked at it on Dr. Hotter's side. You'll see there that there's our section isn't actually on it. You'll see it falls off. You'll see that there's a dam Lady Ridicule and Miss Ridicule, born in 1935, is actually the third dam of the fifth dam of our horse, Marcher, born in 1968. So it doesn't really fall off it that far away, but it does. Miss Ridicule, there's no Ladies' Bridge in 1945. Oh, yeah, there is. Ladies' Bridge is also on there. So it's the second dam. Where are we at? Where's our horse there? Yeah, Ladies' Bridge in 1945 is the seventh dam of our horse, and it is on the site. Magic Bridge, you'll see there's Magic Bridge. Is not, but there's Miss Ridicule and Ladies' Bridge, very closely related to a Melbourne Cup winner. Hijinks is also out of Ladies' Bridge, a mare born in 1955, sired by Pride of Kildare, an Irish-bred stallion out of Ladies' Bridge. Doesn't tell us anything there, doesn't tell us whether it ran, doesn't tell us how many times it ran, or what it won. All it does is tell us there, one line. The horse won the HBJC Hawke's Bay Classic, and the horse also won the Melbourne Cup in his career, bred by the trustees in the estate of the late C. Casey. But yeah, awful job of updating this Melbourne Cup winner. Doesn't tell us how many times it ran, doesn't tell us how many times it raced, placed, second or third, or how much it won. Just one throwaway line telling us it won. Arguably one of the biggest races in the world. Another poor job by the Pedigree Online Thoroughbred database. Another one that it might be worth taking a look at is the Gentry, a horse born in 1985. This one sired by McGinty, a New Zealand-bred stallion out of Rainfall. The Gentry raced 26 times in his career, 6 wins, a second and a third. 8 out of 26 starts in the first 3 for career earnings of $486,625 Australian dollars, we will say that is. The horse Gentry managed to win the New Zealand Derby in 1988 and is the only classic winning son of the brilliant galloper McGinty, New Zealand-bred stallion. So New Zealand Derby winner of 1988 is also on this line, courtesy of the Ray C. Werner trained the Gentry. That's pretty much it, really. You'll see the Gentry down there in 1985, and then we're back to an 1882 bred mare. So the historical site gave us Hijinks and the Gentry, and Dr. Shigeru Hotter's site gave us another one. We could go to the Somerset Fair as well. Really, the New Zealand Guineas winner of 1954 was the nearest. But yeah, there's horses in New Zealand and Japan further back in our pedigree, classic winners. But our section really starting from Miss Ridicule, born in 1935. There's Lady Ridicule, born in 1917, the fourth dam of Marcher, just to give people some idea as to where they are with Lady Ridicule up there. So now we've had a decent look at the pedigree of the horse, it's fair to say, brutal. I think what it's time to do now is close down some tabs to save on some CPU and maybe think about watching the horse win. Like I said earlier in the video, we're going to watch the horse win on 3 occasions. The first time we're going to watch the horse win is we're going to watch the horse make its passing race breakthrough. In the first listed race that the horse won, he won the McMahon's Dairy Mackenzie Stakes, following it up with a win in another listed race, the Luggage Plate at Flemington in the 15th of September 2018. But this race took place in August 2018. The Mackenzie Stakes, and that is the first race we're going to take a look at. So let's have a look at that race now and see what we think.
Ridden by Luke Curry goes in, set for the Mackenzie Stakes. $1.50 Brutal Signal. Gates are back and racing. Brutal away with them, but not as fast as Tavasan, who's shanghaied from the machine and leads with on the outside Mig Energy. Brutal's going to have to sit third. They were followed by Leonardo da Vinci, the inside as they settle. Marcel from Madrid's off the track trying to get across. Titan Blinders keeps him out there. Jimenez the inside, and further back in the field, Separate and 2 lengths Ocean Knight to the side of the track, and Mig Energy fires off into the lead. 2 lengths to Tavasan, a similar gap to Brutal. Jimenez fourth the inside, followed by Marcel from Madrid. Leonardo da Vinci's one off the fence from Separate, then Titan Blinders and Ocean Knight. Mig Energy trying to get a breather, coming up towards the turn at the 500. 3/4 Tavasan, Brutal 3 deep, Marcel from Madrid 4 deep, and they were followed by Jimenez behind those horses. Leonardo da Vinci only a couple off the front from Titan Blinders. It's Tavasan moving up and taking the lead from Mig Energy. Brutal's right there. Marcel from Madrid a length and a half off those in the straight at the 150. Tavasan 3/4. Brutal's got a race. Tavasan in the shadows. Now Brutal's digging in. Brutal up to Tavasan. Brutal takes Tavasan. Brutal won it by a neck. Tavasan 2 legs photo. Leonardo da Vinci or Marcel from Madrid and Ocean Knight doing a bit late from Mig Energy. Jimenez, Separate and Titan Blinders. Brutal. Number 5, well, had a question to answer as Tavasan straightened for home under Michael Walker. But Brutal had to pin the ears back. But in the end, Dunn's just put that whip away, and Brutal wins it by about a long neck to a half length. Brutal
really
first.
Good performance there, I thought. It's fair to say. That was a decent performance. Like the commentator said, in that ridiculously short straight at Mooney Valley, Brutal certainly did have a race on his hands in the closing stages. But again, like the commentator said, once the horse got to the leader, I think it's fair to say that the horse picked him up fairly comfortably. It's fair to say, and that secured his first pattern race victory. He then managed to secure another second listed victory in September 2018. That was the end of that campaign. And then he came back with a Group 3 third in the Southern Cross Stakes, where he was behind Eckstein and Dothraki. So a horse still very much heading in the right direction. The horse was then 6th in the Canterbury League Club Stakes of March 2019, a race won by Trapeze Artist. And then the horse was 2nd. So the horse is now Group 1 and Group 3 place listed winner. As of March 2019, the horse placed 2nd in the George Ryder Stakes behind Winks, with Dreamforce, a horseback, in 3rd place. It was then, in the 6th of April 2019, that the horse Brutal gained his Group 1 breakthrough to join his 2 listed races with a win at Ramwick in the Doncaster Mile back in April 2019. Let's take a look at this race now and see what we think.
Just standing by for the starter to let them go. He does so now, and they're off. Kluger just missed it a fraction with Shillelagh, and Lander Plenty gets back. And Fundamentalist won the break. I Am Serious away well together with Hartnell, Dreamforce. And Bosses going forward on Brutal out deep. 50 Stars even deeper. Le Remainer spearing through the pack. Kluger as well. Followed by Siege of Quebec is about midfield from Sosie Bond. Violet out deep. Then came Shillelagh on the fence. Further back to Dixie Blossoms from Eckstein, Aloysia, Lifeless Ordinary. Back 4th last is Unforgotten, followed by Lander Plenty, Elise, and Wedgie Turf sees them all. Dreamforce takes the lead by a length. Brutal got to 2nd. Fundamentalist leaders back 3rd. 50 Stars 3 wide on the outside of Hartnell, followed by Le Remain 3 wide. Then I Am Serious. Further back to Kluger. Violate very deep. Shillelagh's getting an inside run, improving. Then Siege of Quebec. Further back to Aloysia, Eckstein on the outside of Sosie Bonner. Further back to Dixie Blossoms, Lifeless Ordinary, Wedgie Turf, Unforgotten. McAvoy gets going at the 600. Further back, Lander Plenty, and Elise is the last one. It's Dreamforce coming around the turn in front from the Colt Brutal. Hartnell's easing out 3 deep from 50 Stars and Fundamentalist, and further back to Le Remain. Dreamforce up the rise, a length clear from Brutal, sticking on 2 off to Hartnell. Further back to Le Remain. Dreamforce the leader. Brutal has him in his sights now, and Brutal draws level with Dreamforce, 3 clear from Hartnell and Lure Remain. Boss takes the favourite to the front, Brutal, late in a bit, but he's edging clear from Dreamforce, and it's another Doncaster for Glenn Boss. Brutal won it by 2 lengths to Dreamforce. Hartnell third, a cracking run by Kluger at the end. Then Lifeless Ordinary, followed by Siege Quebec, Dixie Blossoms, Wedgie Turf, followed by Shillelagh. Fundamental is 50 Stars. Unforgotten, Violate, I Am Serious, Soci Bon Aloysia, Elise, Land of Plenty. Brutal takes out the Doncaster in the hands of Glenn Boss, who's been the Doncaster King. That's his 7th success in the race.
Very good performance again there, you see. Rather like the last race, wasn't it? I mean, the horse just went round nicely at the higher level than the listed race, what we saw in last time. But we know then that the horse behind Winks is more than capable of holding its own at Group 1 level. And in that Doncaster handicap of 2019, so it proved as Brutal gained his Group 1 breakthrough to go with his 2 listed races. He was brought back for another campaign then. He then managed to get that campaign off with a win in the Group 2 Bisley Workwear Premier Stakes, and that is the last race we're going to take a look at. The horse then finished 3rd in the Sydney Stakes, Group 3 race in October 2019, before finishing 3rd. Now, I thought that was the year I had the winner of the Golden Eagle, Colette, but it wasn't. That race, the horse of the year, was won by Coldin from Sunlight, and 3rd was Mizzy. Brutal could only finish 11th in the 2019 Golden Eagle, held in November. So, and that was the last time the horse was seen. But before we retired in that preparation, he did sign off with another pattern race win in the Group 2 Premier Stakes. So let's end the video by taking a look at that race as well and seeing what we think.
Stand by. Classique Legend, the race favourite. Racing now. Classique Legend jumped well. Osborne Bull's out with it with Brutal. Home of the Brave. Graf, my goodness, they're tightly bunched, and Home of the Brave's going to take up the lead. Graf is pushing through on the inside of Brutal, and the 2 favourites drop back now. Classique Legend and Osborne Bulls is taken right back to last. The stablemate Home of the Brave is keen in the lead. Out by a length on Brutal, has got the forward spot in advance of Graf. 2 further back to Classique Legend. Osborne Bulls ridden stone cold by Bowman at the rear. Home of the Brave of the 700 leads from Brutal resuming today, and a very close second on the bend from Graf, then Classique Legend, and 2.5 off to Osborne Bull as they start to come around the corner now. Home of the Brave a half length in front to Brutal, then came Graf, all locked up at the moment from Classique Legend, and Osborne Bulls are starting to pick up ground into the straight now. Brutal moves up to Home of the Brave. Osborne Bulls and Classique Legend are coming out after him now, down to the 300. It's Brutal just in front of Classique Legend and Osborne Bulls. Brutal the inside, Classique Legend the outside. They beat off Osborne Bulls. Brutal still in front, 50 out, and Brutal's going to win the Premier. Home of the Brave came back to run second from Classique Legend 3rd. Then Graf, and Osborne Bulls has finished last in the field of 5. Brutal. He's back. Righto. Well, what path do they take now with Brutal? Does he go into the Everest off that great performance today? Very well positioned.
Well, you saw it there. The horse never took his chance in the Everest, but the horse did take his chance in the Golden Eagle, the last race of his career. That was a totally different sort of victory, wasn't it, than the other 2 we'd looked, where he'd had a horse to chase in the closing stages. In this Group 2 race, he had to do all the hard work himself, and he managed to repel all the challengers to land that Group 2 race over 6 furlongs to go with his 2 listed wins and his Group 1 win over a mile in the Doncaster handicap. All in all, I think Brutal is a fair horse, isn't he? We've had a look at the pedigree of the horse, it's fair to say. What I like to do at the end of the video is always try and say, if I would have identified the horse now moving forward, as I did back in 2019, and due to the races the horse was identified in, I would have to say no, because I'm all about the classics these days all around the world. In those days and ages, I was just testing my theories, really, just to see if pattern race winners could be identified around the world. 2019 was quite an early start for me in Australian racing. I was just sort of dipping my toe in the water and seeing what horses I could identify, what horses they were bred to, and what horses they would lead me to in the future. This is safe to say this line isn't really one I followed this weekend, unfortunately. I sort of had a Group 1 winner in New Zealand and a listed winner in Australia. So it's safe to say that the line is still very much firing on all cylinders. And hopefully Brutal will be able to add to his individual stakes winners of 1 at the moment, which of course is a Group 1 winner, nepotism. So the signs are there already that when Brutal sides a good one, it could be very good, if nepotism is anything to go by. Right, I think I can leave this video here now. Thank you very much to everybody who has taken the time to join me and watch this video. I hope you enjoyed watching the video as much as I enjoyed making it. I really should do some more Stallions in Focus. I really do enjoy them. You know, and I hope you enjoy watching them. What I will do at the end of this video is I will leave a copy of the Stallions in Focus playlist, so people can watch all the other Stallions in Focus that I have so far managed to do up to this point. And what I will also do is I will give everybody who has watched this video an opportunity to subscribe to the channel as well. That way you won't miss any of my content moving forward. You'll be able to see everything. As long as you enable your YouTube notifications correctly, it should let you know when I produce a video and you can dive straight in and watch it at your leisure. There's also the Patreon. Don't forget, Newman Racing, the Patreon, some paid content, some free content. That is always worth checking out as well on the Patreon. I think it's called Newman Racing. So go ahead and check that out as well. But for now, I think I will leave this video here. Quite an interesting day today, Tuesday the 9th of December. I seem to have one of the 2-year-olds from the sales video running today, Action-T in France, the Victor Ladorum sales video. And I've also got 2 races featuring 4 of my national hunt horses running today. So that's an added bonus. I'll be able to look at them and watch them go round later. But for now, I think I will leave this video ahead of an upcoming weekend. I'm not entirely sure what's upcoming this weekend. There might be another South African Classic over a mile for colts. We had the fillies race last weekend where Classic Watch 26 horse Princess Ghoul didn't disgrace herself. She managed to finish 4th. But again, yeah, so there's a colts race over a mile at Kenilworth, which may be up and coming this weekend. So I'll be keeping an eye on them over the weekend to see what's coming. I don't really know what's heading for the National Hunt Racing as well. It's only Tuesday. So I will leave this video here. Take care, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your week and have a fantastic up-and-coming weekend as well. Take care, look after yourselves and your loved ones, and goodbye.